Yo, the waiting is over. Yeah. Look, they say boxing is a death sport. Ashes to ashes, like trash in the alley. Like hashes is cashes, which means we could compete. As long as I got breath in my lungs and my 2 feet and a strong heartbeat, we could rumble, young man. Put the gloves in your hands. The talking is over. All that we were arguing over is over. We could sit in silence before the noise and the roars and arena doors open. Before we throw hands, we satisfy the demands. This is for the fans, my legacy, my little mans who looked up at me like that. You about to hurt them bad. Yo, this shit is serious. The big fish and the fisherman, the old man in the sea. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence. Think you're a monster, don't you? Ugly, breathing vulture. AP's put it down my skyline. Notifications on my timeline. But this shit is the A side. You think you King Ghidorah? But this is King Nello Ninja, the king of the monsters. Take 3 of you to step to the giant, but I'm defiant. Face of boxing, I'm a legend, like the Mayans. Yeah. Let go. Nello. Let go. Nello. You think you King Ghidorah? You think you King Ghidorah? You think you King Ghidorah? You think you King Ghidorah?
Live, only on DAZN, Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. One is defending a name, the other is building one. The ring doesn't care where you come from, only if you can survive in it. Saturday, June 28th, Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Of all that? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Up off. Hey! Hey! You know what that is. Hey! Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's Fact Friday. Oh, let me see. Let me see what we gotta say. Something about this intro song. Happy Friday, War Robe. Love you, boy. Hey, baby. What's up, my people? This is Showbiz the Adult. All right, man. Look at who we have here. Let me see who we have up in here. Let me see. King Me at Against the Grills, you bastard. And this Next Level. Love you, boy. Hit the Tyson bell. Let me see. DK Monkey. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Welcome to the Facts Friday, everybody. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the Barney Hill.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The burn young man can shapoing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Oh my God, I'm about to catch a body. What kind of body? A J body. Love you, boy. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. I don't give a damn what y'all gotta say. I swear before Lord, we're taking too long to give it up to the lady.
Baby, you should let me in. You deserve no, you deserve better. Baby.
Hit the Tyson bell. Baby, face ass. Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Hit the Tyson bell. Oh yeah. Are we in the building? Dun, 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 dun. Hell no. We outside.
Think it happen when you outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Hit the Tyson bell. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Speaking of which, the Black Two Sugars is on DAZN. Everybody go to DAZN.com/showbiz. If you want to search the Black Two Sugars, go on DAZN and search Showbiz the Adult. You'll see episodes of the Black Two Sugars. Make sure you guys check it out. Shakur Stevenson, William Zepeda, Edgar Berlanga, Hamza Shiraz. We were having a conversation one-on-one with the Black Two Sugars. Is phenomenal. Let me see. Cut so fresh. I want to slap the back of that neck, boy. Looking good, bro. Thank you, brother. Watch Crawford versus Matchmove again, please. Okay, let's do it. Hit the Tyson bell. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to take from that fight. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about a few things on the Facts Friday, one of which being that fight, because in about a few hours, the highly anticipated press conference. So I have to get out. We're going to have to move. All right, we're going to have to get through this. I know you guys like to stick around. We have to get through this and roll right into the press conference. All right. I think it's going to be on Ring Magazine's YouTube. So we're going to have to check it out. I'll be there, the War Room. Make sure you show up and show out. We're going to make some noise up in there. I don't expect a crazy lit press conference because of both of their personalities, but they are both alphas and like got the A type of personality. So I'm sure neither are going to back down, and I'm sure they both going to sound very confident with a lot of conviction. Hit the Tyson bell. But we got to talk about the dinner. There's a lot of people who's worried about them sitting down with His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh in front of. It looked like the Last Supper, all right. And you saw them with flowers and shit, and it's like, yo, it looks a little too happy. And they supposed to be ops, so you know what I mean. Like, what the hell's going on around here? We're going to talk about that. Let me see. What's up, Slime? Prayers to Sasaki. Okay. He suffered memory loss. All right, so we got to talk about that. Because we're going to talk about this new era of violence. All right, and the difference between the new era and why I'm so excited about those boys, opposed to the era that we're just stepping out of. It's not over yet. There's still residue, but we're just stepping out that era. All right, you got my boy Danny Swift Garcia rapping, and I mean, listen, I rap, so all praises to the brother. All right, but you know, it's just hilarity. Okay, what's going on? All right. And it's starting to look old. So we stepping out of the old into the new era. And that new era is looking familiar to me. And a lot of you guys who are in this way, right? You guys understand the era just of yesterday. You guys going to see that difference and be like, holy shit, this is what ShowBizz was talking about when I thought he was hating. This is how boxing look when it's really lit. They look like fighters, savages, very skilled savages, though, very skilled barbarians, people that I don't want to meet in a dark alley somewhere because they'll whoop my ass and leave me there for dead. All right. Those type of guys that we know are the toughest guys in the world doing the toughest thing in the world, which is fighting. They're all fighting each other. We're stepping out of that old era into the new. And those who can't tell the difference, who thought I was hating, is going to be able to tell the difference. That's the Black Two Sugars. Now we got to talk about Sasaki. All right. We got to talk about Sasaki, everybody. Everybody, make sure you hit the like. Okay, let's start rolling out the receipts like we do. Everybody hit the like. Sasaki. Receipts, motherfucker. So Brian Norman Jr. with that left hook, which some idiot in my comments said, yeah, ShowBizz, that's just a regular left hook. You're overselling it. Well, Sasaki, according to the president of his gym, who accompanied Sasaki in the hospital, said Sasaki had lost his memory of the month and a half before the match and said, I don't even remember that this title match was decided. Okay. The guy was knocked out so badly. Look at him, bro. I was so concerned. Y'all remember we were up at like 6. It was like 6 a.m. We already been up for 3 hours. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, extremely concerned. The guy looked like he's been in a car accident. 6 weeks of memory loss. All right, that's the black two sugars. They ain't even look hungry at that table. Yeah, they ain't look hungry. We'll talk about that. 6 weeks. All right. Now, here's the update. Sasaki has made a full recovery. They said that he will be fine. Everybody hit the Tyson bell. They said Sasaki's not in a coma or anything. He will be fine. He just got memory loss, and he's going to have a full recovery. So Sasaki's okay. He'll be leaving the hospital later. All right. So now that we know that now that we know that he's okay, I'm going to give Brian Norman Bates another nickname. From here on out, I will be calling Brian Norman Bates Mr. 6 Weeks. Brian Norman Bates, if you hear this later, because you're probably on a flight or you're probably getting some sleep with the time difference. When I say Mr. 6 Weeks, I will be referring to Brian Norman Bates, Mr. 6 Weeks himself. All right. You mess around with him, just know you're going to have to write down your last 6 weeks. Take pictures. When you're about to fight Brian Norman Jr., take pictures, take videos, write down. Just make sure that you have some record of your last 6 weeks. All right. Just in case. All right. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Let me see. Noble Life. What's good, ShowBizz? Love you, boy. Excited for Jahai Tucker. Oh, yeah, the Sims fight tomorrow. That's tomorrow. You calling that card? I hope so. I will definitely be calling the Jake Paul versus Chavez card. Also, did you see Tank hyping up Brian Norman? Yeah, I did. I saw Tank brought it. Yes, Lord. He punched that man into the past. Brother, we could call him a few things. All right, past, Mr. Past Tense. Back to the future. 6 weeks gigawatts. Whatever. See, now that I know he's okay, God, right? Basically, now that we know he okay, God dang. Let me get some of these Black Two Sugars. Call him the Sandman. Flash drive. Yeah, y'all come up with names. Back to the past. Yeah, come up with names, bro. There, the War Room. You guys are great. Flash drive is hilarious. You punched him back to April Fool's Day. You right. The last thing he remembered, there was an April Fool's joke. Somebody said you'll be fighting Brian Norman Jr. April Fool's, and he was like, "Oh, okay." So for him, he thinks it doesn't happen, bro. He thinks it doesn't happen. Hey, hold on. Did I miss anything? Yeah, Superman. We ain't. Hey, yo, that's Superman. I know you're talking about Superman in the chat, but I'm very excited about that. And you heard what Mr. 6 Weeks had to say about boots.
About the future, I mean, I wish I had a certain fight coming up, but they heard B Norm the Storm coming, and I know what happened when the storm comes. You grab your boots and run. So we shall see what's next for me. Hopefully October or November we can get some in, but we shall see.
You know what? That's just so bad PR for Boots, bro. You know? Boots, I don't think Boots ran, bro. I don't. Okay. Let me y'all cracking the hell up. Let me help y'all out. Let me break this down so it will forever be broken. Okay. Let me see. He's a master. So Brian Norman, master. Traverse. Listen. Traverse. Listen. You are Sarate on a bad day. You are permanently Sarate on steroids. Every time you touch your keyboard, it is diabolical. And I just want you to stop. Okay. Probably won't stop. Take it easy. That happened to me a while as part of semi-pro. Oh, my wife has a 30-minute video of me saying, who ain't got no business? Me saying the same shit over and over again. Yep, damn. I want my get back. Yes, Lord. A true throwback fighter. A true throwback fighter. Let me see. Brian Norman got the time Infinity Stone. All the time, Jim. Brian, rewind, Norman. Dog, rewind. Time, Jim, is going down. All right, listen, let me break this down so it'll forever be broken. The Boots Ennis, did he duck Brian Norman Jr. thing? Did Brian Norman Jr. duck Boots Ennis? A lot has to do with the offer. And it's basic math. If you know basic math, you would know that neither really ducked each other. The idea is that for people who think Boots ducked Brian Norman, is that he offered 1.7 million or something like that to Mr. 6 Weeks. 6 Weeks wanted 2 million. They said no, and it fell apart. So it's like Brian Norman Bates Jr. ducked. But then Boots offered Stanionis 2 million. So it's like, nah, Boots actually ducked. Isn't that the argument? Let me see. Didn't Norman duck Boots by taking less money? Okay. When you say duck, you think Boots afraid of Virgil? He ducked him. I don't never think duck is fear, actually. I don't want to put a reason why. Let me see. Because I don't think he afraid. Right. Also, people say duck means fear. I don't think none of them fear. I just think it's a duck. Also, Brian saying that knowing then turned down the fight is dishonorable in my opinion. I get you. Let me see. Brian Deja Vu Norm. That is funny. Isn't that pretty much kind of it? The mind eraser. Brian String. Isn't that pretty much it? If Boots had 2 million, why didn't he give it to Brian Norman? Why did he offer 1.7 million to Brian Norman when he had 2 million? Obviously, when he gave it to Stanionis. Isn't that the idea? And this is where we're actually arguing. Let me tell you what it was, bro. Let me tell you, Brian F. Uncle Sam Norman. Let me tell you what it was. It's basic math. Let me just make sure everybody's following me. I just need a yay or a nay from the war room, because that's my perception of what it was. Mr. 6 Weeks is diabolical. Isn't it ironic? Remix to Ignition. Y'all funny as hell. Yay. Okay. Here's the deal. Yay. Here's the deal. Boots offered Brian Norman Bates 1.7 million and offered Stanionis 2 million because in order to fight Brian Norman Bates, Mr. 6 Weeks, he would have to pay off Karen to step aside. Remember? Karen was the mandatory. So he had to pay him $300,000 to step aside, meaning that his budget, no matter what, is 2 million. Get what I'm saying? So he fought Karen. And then he fought Stanionis. After fighting Karen, he had the full 2 million to play with. So then he offered Stanionis the 2 million. You get it? Bingo. That's what it was. It wasn't a whole ducking thing or a whole, it was basic math. I said this back then. He had to pay Karen $300,000 to step aside. Karen was the problem. Brian, Professor X Norman, y'all are hilarious with it. Brian, do you remember the time? Do you remember? That was my shit, though. Let me see. People forgot about that. 100 facts. Okay. Nah, they agreed. But here, this guy, whatever it is, brother, I'm just going to agree. Because if you don't agree with my brother, he's going to go in the chat for another hour and a half. Let me see. No, they agreed to fight next, and Boots ran. See? But see, you have to understand. My brother loves Bud. And Boots was like a weird op. It's going to be hard. Even if you're telling the truth, brother, the source. I love you like a play cuss. Let me see. Did you see Tank tweet Roach using PEDs possibly? No, I didn't. I ain't got that kind of time. We'll talk about that in a minute, though. Okay. All right. So let's move forward and let's talk about what I really want to talk about. The funnest thing I want to talk, and then we'll talk about everything else. But I just have to get this out. The new era of violence. All right. Let me see. Brian Father Time Norman. Facts. Also, after the Stanionis fight, Brian's team could have set up with Boots. Instead, they went the other route, which ended up being better for business. Well, Noble Life. The thing is, bruh, he was going to have to fight Boots one-handed because Brian Norman Jr. actually had a surgery. He had a hand issue, but he was going to fight him, right? After Boots got his fights lined up, Norman took that opportunity to get his hand fixed. Remember? So he had surgery and he was out for a while. And then he fought Craeford and now he's fighting Sasaki. They just was. And now Boots is just too big and went up to 150. It just did that. I don't think neither was a diabolical thing, bro. Let me see. Off topic, Biz. This bad older lady started working with me. She's 31. Any advice on how to bag her? I'm 22. Big up the war room. If you are attractive, she's gonna be calling you young and a kid. But that's mean that she's flattered that she can still attract you. Use that. Because then start doing some grown shit. Because she's gonna be like, what you think you are? Who you think you are? Yeah, who ain't got no bitch? Let me see. Brian sting like a bee Norman. Okay. Let's move forward. Brian 1.21 gigawatts. I love that one. Let's see. SB, can you call Bill and ask him why he ain't been outside since Norman's? He has, man. I think he was on the Boxer Voice yesterday. Bill and Brian Norman Sr. agreed on TBV to fight next. That's a horrible matchup. That makes sense. Love you, boy. What's up, Showbiz? Much love and respect from Valentine family. Love you, boy, down here in Florida. We love you, champ. Love you, brother. That was beautiful. Traverse. Brian, Bruce Lee, Bruce Willis, Norman. Hey, brother. That'll work. All right. Okay. Check out Moses and Moten the other day.
No matter who you got with you, I'm stopping you. Whole world.
This is like him fighting.
I'm gonna fuck him up. Yeah, I'm stopping you.
Hey, roll him out.
Hair looks like who shot John and forgot to kill him. No necklace, no earring, no watches, just in the streets talking shit. I bet you His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh saw that and was like, let's get this undercard together for Bud and Canelo. These two young kids want to fight. They can fight now and fight again later. Who gives a shit about losses, bro? Scraps. Hair looks like who shot John and forgot to kill him. Let me see. Last one. Brian Bill Cosby. Hey. Brittany, what's going on, girl? So didn't Virgil duck Boots too? Now that we know Turkey sent him a contract for August and Virgil turned it down. I'm so confused. That I need to figure out. I just know that Boots ducked Virgil then for sure. Now we have to see what's going on. Did they double you up? Yeah, they doubled you up, sister. You know how they do. They got you for the extra 5. Sister just try to put down. Let me see. When the opportunity presents itself with your co-worker, be honest, direct. Remember, when you strike, be hard. Pause. No, be fast. There you go. And show no mercy. Mercy is for the weak. Yeah. I mean, listen, brother, she may got a man that'll whoop your ass. He'll drag you too. Kermel got that small bust strength. Okay, listen. This is what I have to say. About the new era and how they looking. I want you guys to understand the new era of violence. All right? These kids don't give a shit about being divas. We just stepped out of the era of the diva. All fighters were divas. Let me give you a little history lesson. After Floyd Money Mayweather was throwing his money in your face and showing the watches and stuff like that, all the kids wanted to be Floyd. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest. He's untouchable. He's undefeated, right? Look at the cars. Look at the airplane. Look at the fight. And they tried to be Money Mayweather before being Pretty Boy first. So then you had not Brian Norman. You had Adrian Broner, right? He was the first one to lead the charge. And then you even the Charlos was looking like that, and Javante, and you see, Devin Haney with the jewelry, and Ryan Garcia, and all the pretty boy money shit. The diva era. That's the past, bro. And let me show you what the violent era looked like. So Brian is taking it. Bill Cosby, no. So Brian is taking it. I don't know. Let's look at the new era. See, when your head looks like that, look at the hairline. It's all about the new. Look at his face. He know his hair hurts, itchy. Look at under the neck. Look at under the beard of Brian Norman. Look at the kitchen, itchy kitchens. Itchy. Your kitchen got to be on fire. Look at that shit. See the hair down his neck. Look at the flat fro back. That right there is the new era. Badass kids. They just, their hair look itchy, uncomfortable, neck, kitchen on fire. Look. That's how I want my fighter to look. Look at his hairline. He got 3 hairlines. That's how I want my fighter to. This is on fight night, people. This is on fight night. This is how, look, hair missing and shit. This is how I want my fighter to look. Flat throwback. This is what I want. This is a fighter who he ain't cute is the last thing on their damn minds. This is IRS said Floyd wasn't untouchable. You're hilarious. Bruh, because that's now. Let me just remind you of where we came from. Hey. Yeah. Ooh, that look good. That's what I saw. See, my age group, we were like, what the hell's going on around here? This is supposed to be boxing, bro. We watched Holyfield and Frazier and shit. We watched them, bruh. Did you see Hitches trying? You see him? He tried to, he was in the back like, I can't do it. You can tell. Hitches was like, I can't, look, he tried. Hey. Yeah. Ooh, that look good. When your pants that tight, that's the only movement you can do. It does something to you. Now, once again, let's look at this. Let's look at the new era of violence. Now y'all get why I'm happy. Y'all get why they look like they fell off their bike, bro. All of them look like they fell off their bikes. Look like they be having dirt rock fights and shit. That's what I need. You just look bad. You just look bad, bro. It looked like you played outside in your school clothes. Now you get why I'm excited. Why I'm lit for tomorrow. Now y'all get it. I'm lit as hell for tomorrow. What I mean by tomorrow is the new era. I'm lit as hell for the new era. And that's the Black 2 Sugar. Let me see. You know what you're talking about, nappy or bald. I'm saying, or so napped that it looks bald, right? Real Forrest Whitaker, Spacey, Kevin Durant, so napped, so tight. The curls are so tight that it looks spacey. That spacey love. I'm torn because I've always been a pretty boy and people thought I couldn't fight, and then I whoop ass. So I appreciate the pretty boy reps. I know, but you ain't gotta you ran a purse and getting your fingernails colored. Not you know what I'm saying? You could be a good looking person. Nobody mad at you for being a good looking person. You feel what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard was a good looking dude. Muhammad Ali, good looking dude. All right, but you know, there's a way. When you're a fighter, you still a fighter, bro. Let me see. Nah, Biz, Hitchens was getting it. Dart Hitchens was in the back trying to be a part of it. He was trying to be a part of it, bro. Now look at it. He got a Forrest Whitaker small tooth comb. Forrest, y'all let the show go on. You'll see what I mean. Let me see. That reminds me of what my dad used to tell us. He said, if that boy head is nappy, leave him alone. Yep. Because he looked in the mirror and didn't even notice. I said why, and he said if he don't care about his hair, he won't give a damn about your face. Exactly, because he don't give a damn about him. Holyfield should be on Roots with. Today is bad. Juneteenth was yesterday. Today, I knew it was bad. Traverse effed it up. Traverse kicked off the energy. You got Bud going to stop Canelo. Now it's. Oh, let me see. The double time is diabolical, brother. Bro, shit. New era are the 3 a.m. hood baby. Yeah. Chappelle spoke up 100%. 100%. Let me see. Just sitting on the block with that light post, looking like they wore their PE clothes to dates. Yo, I swear before Lord. Just everything is after the market. Their white tees are eggshell, little yellow, like yellowish. Like you like, is that white? Is that a white tee? Or let me see. A new era looks like the old school where the gym was musty. Yep, it smelled like sweat and wet leather. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. No, in fact, Sugar Ray was on Pretty Boy. Yeah, he was. Kevin Durant need a extra strength perm. It's really bad. Let's move on. And you know what? I didn't help. I'm the host. We supposed to, listen, all jokes aside, the diva era was giving me the blues. I'm going to be honest. All right. You see Moses and Moulton in each other's face and shit early. That's what I'm talking about. Keyshawn Davis looking at Abdullah Mason like, we're going to fight or what? Just checking. That shit. That is the only energy I remember. Nigel Benn, Chris Eubanks Sr., damn, Tommy Hearns, like that's the only energy I remember. Remember when James Toney was talking to Roy Jones, look that up again. He was just like, get your track shoe. I mean, they didn't look like civilized people. They look like some problems. Let me see. Sugar Ray did the pretty boy thing, but remember he had the dusty fro era. Ali had the dusty flat. He had the flat fro back. And here's the thing, though. Sugar Ray was knocking, putting everybody to sleep. Pop, 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 pop. You can hear people like, yo, that guy got problems. He fought Tommy Hearns. He tried to box him and went on to say, I'm going to whoop your ass and knock Tommy Hearns through the bottom rope. That's a problem. Let me see. Biz, let your soul glow. Okay, all right, listen. Let's continue on. Let's continue on because we got the rest of the show for the. Let's talk about this. All right. Okay. People are concerned. You know, you see flowers and shit. And the thing is, Terrence Crawford was surprised. See, that brother, the reason why he's smiling is because he came in a white tee that he got from the swap meet. He didn't know that he was going to be in a wedding. He's like, look, now that tee is way more quality than a Bud's tee. But look at his face. They're like, huh? You know, they had no damn idea. All right. And then they ended up sitting at a dinner. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, let me explain the dinner. First, let me explain the dinner. Okay. This is what I think it is. If you think about yourself, if you loved boxing to death and you put up the money for Canelo and Bud and had the power to invite them to your crib and just look at them mugs talk and interact, and you just like saying shit like, so you think you're gonna whoop his ass? Wouldn't you do it? Like if I was in boxing heaven and what I think is the greatest matchup I can possibly think of, that's Evander Holyfield versus Joe Frazier, and I can sit down and put a dinner down and just look at them for myself. No, I would. Just for myself. Go ahead, Frazier. Go ahead. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh loves boxing so damn much. That was for him, bro. I promise you, he put that dinner together and he was just like, that was for him. Because he put the money up. And he just want to talk to him and shit. I would too. I swear that's what it was. The thing is, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is still learning American culture. So what he thought was, hey, yo, here's the big flowers and here's the trophy, right? Yo, Terrence, you think, okay, listen, see, there's people who think Terrence Crawford was smiling. Look at his white tee, bro. Come on. Canelo changed. He had no idea. See, first he thought it was from her. He like, okay, all right, shorty. And then he was like, oh shit. He turned the corner and everybody was like, yo, he like, oh shit. Right? Oh shit. Right? Everybody think he's smiling and happy about it. Look at Canelo. He like, brother, hold on. But the thing is, check out Bud's discomfort in this video. If you want to, it's one thing to see the pictures. Look at the video. Let me throw my hands let me get my testosterone back. Right? It's just a different culture. Bud. Bud didn't know better. Bud is hilarious, bro. Let me see, brother. They were not hungry. They're right. They started their weight cut. They like, hold on. Sorry, I'm late, but I believe fighters from Japan should be studied. They are fighters recently have passed or had bad injuries. Bud got the single T at gas. Yeah, but listen, brother. Yeah, he got the single T at the gas station shirt on. But listen, dog. There's nothing more. it's not more likely in Japan or from Japanese fight than Americans fight. There's probably more harm being done here. But listen, bruh. Bud just didn't look. Okay, I know Bud is promoting the press conference and the fight and stuff for later today, but Bud didn't know.
What's up, everybody? Just made it to Riyadh. Check out the press conference on Ring Social. Crawford Canelo, not Canelo Crawford, this Friday.
Bud had on a do-rag. That is my guy. You can't, he will always be him. That t-shirt is $5.99 on an expensive day. If it's on a mannequin, it's $5.99, bruh. This brother showed up in a do-rag. That was what he had on the jet. They put the camera in his face. Bam! That dude was like, yo, make sure you get your tickets and shit. And I was telling you, he almost said motherfucking the fuck. Look at my brother. Look at my brother.
What's up, everybody? Just made it to Riyadh. Check out the press conference on Ring Social. Crawford Canelo, not Canelo Crawford, this Friday.
That brother had a tip. He had a point at the top of his do-rag. You want to know why? Because he was laying on it. And it started to slip. And then he got up like, we here? Cool. And so once he stepped in, they were just I love that, but that's my guy. Let me see, Matt. My issue is I don't really care about them having dinner together. Okay. I care that they are being friendly in any shape or form. You're fighting. Let me tell you something, Matt. Let me tell you something. Matt. Let me tell you something, brother. One, they respect each other and they don't dislike each other. But the fight is in September. They're not building anger out of nowhere. It'll come. Right now, they just cordial because, yeah, I'm about to fight them. But they're not mad. Not yet. But once they start hitting the bag and training and they hear Canelo say some shit, then they start starving. Like Canelo is cutting weight, and then I don't like them. They're not there yet. Think about it, Matt. If you're about to fight somebody, you don't immediately not like them. You're professionals. It's just like, oh, what up? Yeah, and now you're just sizing them up. You're not really, they're sizing each other up, but they don't dislike each other yet. Wait till training camp starts. Everything gonna change. Yeah, I think you're right, Turkey Biz, and he bought the hood out. Hey, let me tell you something. Dog, it was Juneteenth. Yep, it was Juneteenth in Saudi time. That is true free. You want to know what true freedom looks like?
What's up, everybody? Just made it to Riyadh. Check out the press conference on Ring Social. Crawford.
Do-rag in Saudi, bruh. Get paid millions. That's free. Let me see. That brother free as a boy. Let me see what y'all have to say. This is crazy. It ain't about what he's wearing, what conversations they had at the table. We didn't hear the conversation, so it doesn't change anything. I hate it. They could be saying that they can't wait for the next Superman movie. I mean, dude, when you're a fighter, it's just there. Brother, I'm telling you. Listen, bro. I can truly be cool with a guy, get in the ring, try to knock his head off, and then afterwards say, you good? I'm good. You good? And give him a hug. When you just have it, you have it. It sounds weird, but it's not as emotional as you think. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat yours too. I like to hear that. Let's eat, brother. I'm telling you, brother. When you are a true, thorough gladiator, You can't wait for, I can't wait for that Fantastic Four movie. Now you're looking at his shoulders and everything. Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait for the Superman movie too, man. Yeah, bro. Maybe after I whoop your ass, we can watch it together. Let me see. He had one ear tucked in the do-rag and one ear. I'm telling you, bro. To be honest, I like fighters who can share a beer together, brother. It's that you can scrap and share a beer quick. I'm telling you, bro. Got here late, but love you, boy. Love you, boy. I'm telling you, people don't get it, but I swear you can. I swear you can. I swear I've been there. I was literally trying to rip your head off, and afterwards, I was happy that you tried to rip mine off. Like, yo, when you hit me here, right here, I still can't hear you. That's a good shot. When you hear me right here, I still can't hear you. Let me say, Bud Hairline is moonwalking, and he ain't helping with that tight braid. Yeah, that's a tight braid. It hurt when when she was pulling that neck. Let me see. Bud is always competing. He probably ate faster than Canelo. I'm saying, dog, you are hilarious. This is so funny. Love you, boy. Combat. I swear before. Traverse. Black man, Mexican, and an Arab. No. Nope. That sounds like, did you hear the one with that don't? No. No. Okay. Real quick, Crawford and Mike Tyson's gym in Saudi Arabia. Mike Tyson's world.
I king, I do or die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucker high key.
Summertime shy, the city is dope. Cigars lit, plenty of smoke, plus Henny and Coke. Rumor is we went Hollywood, fuck what you thought. Spaghetti colored rain, shit dripping with sauce. Tony Soprano, with a mean bar handle, I'm on some other shit. 10 shots of Ciroc just for the fuck of it. I made a move, she made a move, we making moves. To the telly, no east, we play by different rules. Black Bears for the win, fourth quarter taking shots with the game on the line. Green light from the spot, feeling like Love De Leon on the rocks. Being sober in my presence, fuck around, get you shot. Maybe 2 or 3. I king, what would you do if you with me? I'm sitting low while the AC blow, remain cool. Stats through the roof, ain't got nothing to prove. This is not a drill. I am ILL, to keep it real. Was born with mass appeal. Shake the tree, get the fruit, watch me execute. She looking pretty in the coupe, sitting next to who?
Terrence Crawford's body is so intelligent. Let me tell you what I mean. Okay. Sorry to get you off topic, but Chris Algieri agreed with the 18x18 and said, if you're a true slick boxer, you can figure out like he did. Yeah, that's if you're a true slick boxer. Not everybody's a slick boxer. A dancer ain't a slick boxer. That's what I'm saying. They're removing the dancer. You know what I mean? Not the runner, but the dancer. Bam, bam, bam. Not the slick. The slick is different. But then there's a dancer. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. But we'll talk about that. The Ali Norton trilogy was that. Oh, shit. I don't know if Ali won. And they were friends outside. Yep. This day, their daughters are close friends. Yeah. It's not that person. It's not that person. Just an ass whooping. But let me tell you, Bud's body is extremely intelligent. His body is. Let me tell you what I mean by that. When you see Bud, no matter what weight, when you see Bud punch and move, it looks smooth because his muscle fibers, the rhythm, the whole control of his body is at a higher level than a lot of people. That's why when you look at Mike dance, you like, what the his feet and his hand, everything is moving differently. It's like, how did you do all of that? That's because the body is so intelligent that whatever he's thinking and when he wants it to do it, it would do it and do it right. Not all of us can just look at something and mimic it like the Taskmaster. We just don't have that coordination. Our body is just not that. Now you could be intelligent here, but his body's intelligent, bro. Facts, I'm brother. It's just Maria. Love you, girl, for the Facts Friday. Let me see. Ali and Frazier were good friends. Frazier hated Ali till his death. He hated him till his death, bro. Frazier, even I got the book even after Ali passed. Right? No, not after he passed. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. When he when he found out how bad his Parkinson's went. That's right. Frazier said, who really won, though? Frazier's son was like, Dad. He said, look, who really won? So your brother hit the Tyson. Okay. Maria, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, let's move on. The 18 by 18. That was a great segue. Check this out. Edgar Berlanga said, what happened to the ring being 18 by 18? And added His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. It's no longer 18 by 18. Yep. Berlanga just let the cat out the bag. I'm telling you, the no running rule is a good substitute and can still get the customer confident that there will be no running. You can dance and box, but your intentions, okay. Hear me out, Malik. Hear me out. Bill Haney said yesterday, and I didn't want to drill it, but y'all heard what he said. Bill Haney said yesterday, if we would have got caught with the left hook, y'all would have said this. And if this would have happened, this would have been done. And we didn't want any of that to happen. So why have anything like that? Means that you literally had the intentions to not engage. That's why I said the no running rule is against the intentions, not the movement. William Skull said that was their game plan. You can tell the intentions to not engage. If that's your game plan to not engage, then you just gave false advertisement to the customer, because the customer is sure that they're paying to watch a fight. They're not paying to watch non-engagement. We're paying for the polar opposite. A fight, you can get more engaging than a fight. And there's nothing closer to that. Anything closer to is sex. That's the only thing closer to engagement than a fight. You can't get more engaging than a fight. So I'm paying for a fight, and your intentions purposely was to not engage. So Bill didn't know he was proving my point. That's why I said you don't realize what you just said. Same thing with William Skull. And you don't ban those fighters. What you do is give the referee the power to say, hey, y'all, got to mix it up. It's been 4 rounds of this shit, and we're starting to lose the fan base here. And it's starting to hit the boxing brand and your brand. Let's mix it up before I deduct a point. Just like the clinching, excessive clinch. Let's mix it up before I deduct a point. That's all. If the referee could have said that, the referee said it to William Skull, but he didn't have the power to say, or we'll deduct a point. Get what I'm saying? There would have been more action there. If they had that power to say, hey, Devin, let's mix it up. Devin would have mixed it up, and Ramirez would have got hurt. And then he would have told Bill, I told you. You'll be surprised what you can do when you have those advantages over your op. You'll be surprised. And then the fan base is happy and everything. That's all. That's all. Let me see. He lifted the 18 by 18 for Shiraz fight only, Biz. He favors Shiraz. That's why. Matt, not exactly. He lifted the 8. Shakur Stevenson also didn't sign for the 18 by 18. It wasn't just Shiraz. They both, I didn't even hear about Shiraz. Listen, man, and speaking to Shiraz personally, I'm sure he doesn't give a damn. All right. But I didn't hear anything about it. But I know Shakur for sure was like, hey, hold on, wait a second. Facts, yeah. Shakur literally, and I heard he's having trouble making weight too. That's what I heard, but I'm not sure how real that is. They may have to make an adjustment and make it I'm happy as being outed early so they can start negotiating. Hey, let's do a catch weight. because that's what Ryan Garcia did. Ryan Garcia with Duarte was like, hey, I'm not making it. Let's try to do a catch weight. And Duarte was like, oh, thank God. Let me see. You think you King? Yeah, right. You think you King Ghidorah? Face ass. Let me see. Damn, Shiraz struggling to make weight. Sure. No, I'm sorry. I heard Shakur was struggling to make weight, not Shiraz. I'm sorry if I misspoke. My bad. I heard Shakur was struggling to make weight. All right, let's take a quick break and let's look at the greatest motivational speaker ever. This person motivates. I will be watching this person every morning. I have watched this video maybe 15 times already since I seen it this morning. It is the greatest motivation. It is hysterical. Squad up. Let's go. Brother, he built it up and nothing happened. He didn't get faster. He didn't get louder. He said, squad, check. It is the most lit, calm. Hey, I don't know if he has a condition. Squad up. Let's go. I tell you this. Life gets tough, bro. He had to give himself some kind of boost. And you know what? I'm watching you, brother, every morning. Like, squat up, bro. Squat up. And I'm telling you, the guy hit the roof. He was at 100 and 0 right after squat up. One more again. He was at 100. Squat up. Let's go. I don't know if he had butterscotch candy in his mouth. That all I know is I love him. All right, let's move forward. I just heard something, dog. If that was a mouse, I'm out of here. If another mouse done, ah! All right, I thought I heard something, dog. All right, here we go. Oh my God, now I got the willies. Okay. Tank and Roach. Let me see. The salute was strong as hell. He's getting whooped, dog. Life is a mofo. Life is a mofo. Okay, Abigail. Hey, bud, can you leave me alone? That was Bill. Hey, leave me alone. Y'all, leave me alone. Let me get through today. Okay, we're almost at the hour. Not squat up, but squat up. Oh shit! That was their squat. Oh. Yeah, he tried. You're right. He tried to build his shit, and it just wasn't working. He tried to build his chi and quit on it all at once. All right. Tank and Roach shit. I know it was quick and you couldn't read it all because I don't care, bro. When's the fight, dog? Squat up. Squat up. Is it really August 16th? All this shit. I really don't care, dog. I'm gonna be honest. I'm over. When's the fight, dog? Let me know when the fight is and we good. Let me see. He sound like he's walking on thin ice. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's about to break through. Oh yes. Oh God. It's so big. But I'll tell you what, it didn't break him. He's gonna the ice gonna break. He's gonna break the ice, but the ice ain't break him. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that, bro. Squatter. Let me see. Mouse confirmed. You a real one. Show was about to end. Brother. Hey. I heard a little. I don't know what the hell, but my toes are balled up in the sock. Bro, I don't know what that is. But the air conditioner's blowing real strong, so I'm getting chilly. Okay, all right. Let's move on. Hey, just real quick, because we're gonna talk about Pacquiao and Jake Paul real quick. But before that, here's the most toxic relationship ever, and I'm going to explain a little bit right after this. All right, no. Before I talk about that. Gervonta said that he'll be fine to work with Turki Al-Sheikh if Al is willing to work with Turki Al-Sheikh. He say it's fine with him for sure. So that means that he's really just down with Al. The two Ferraris thing and all that, he's just really down for Al. And if that's why I said, bro, if Al, because that damn fighting train is flying. Riyadh season is all in Netflix now and shit. That everybody's scrapping. Now to be prideful and stand there like I ain't gonna get on that train. Why? Because now it's just not looking. Get on the train, bro, so we can watch some scraps. Because everybody's fighting. They're fighting. They're all fighting. And really, it's going to be even tougher and tougher for just the PBC to fight each other because it's just not that deep. It's heavy at the top, but not a lot of depth. So everybody got to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? But here, yeah. So look. Check out the most toxic relationship of all time.
What? It grew?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you right now.
What the fuck?
That's for burning my shit!
Bro, you don't fucking do that! Bro, what the fuck is you doing, bro?
Let me see.
Bro, get the fuck out!
Oh, it looks so good, babe! It looks so good!
Oh my fucking gosh, bro. That's not, bro.
It looks good, though. You look like me. What?
Haircut, bro.
It looks good no matter what. No, babe. I'm just gonna leave him alone.
That's not staged. Look at her face. That woman there, bro, plural. Listen, but she said that's for burning my shit. He kicked it off. He burned something of hers. She said that's for burning my shit. Bruh, it's like two vindictive women. That's what's going on with their relationship, bruh. And she cut half his hair, bruh. She was like, what? Bruh. If he just burned her food, that's crazy. What's good, Biz at War Room? Just joined the live. Biz, who you got tomorrow? Tucker or Truck? Something? Yeah, I know. Fighting early in their career. I know. That I may have to go with Jahai on that one, bro. Let me see. The B word would be in jail. Dog. Let me tell you something, bro. This is what I meant when I was on my live. And I said, listen, obviously it's not working. See, you got to catch it early, bro. This is a huge misperception about life. Life isn't about relationship. It's about relationships. Everybody is looking for that last one early. This is my one. It's about gaining experience. That's all it is. And there could be that one for that time. You got to be smart enough to know that the time is over. I'm telling you, bro. That's why marriages are ending in divorce a lot or whatever. Because honestly, y'all were perfect for the 4 years. Now you have grown. Y'all catching other experiences. You have to know before you're burning shit. If you're at a point where you want to burn some shit, we're done. Real talk. I'm telling you, I hate change, can't lie. I understand. You get stubborn and you get prideful. Get smart. Just know the situation. 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. I'm out. I ain't lose nothing. I just gained experience with a relationship that we'd had our good moments. Brother, I'm just, it's all about peace. It's all about peace. Let me see. Why Shakur keep posting big back plates he eating on IG if he having trouble to make weight? I don't know. If he gonna pull is he gonna pull? I don't know. I heard that he's having trouble. It may not be true. I don't even know, brother. I probably shouldn't have said it. Burnt = STD. I thought about that too. But that's all I gotta say. Experience. Let me see them whole brother. I'm just saying. Life is about relationships. This one is done, right? Yeah, no, we're gonna be here to the end. See, that's the attitude. It's over with. We got a kid together. Let's keep raising the kid. Do my part, you do yours. Hit me with child support. Okay, fine. That's just something now I gotta handle. Let me see. Traverse. You know the crazy ones are fire in bed though. That was the thing. Cause that was his weakness. He don't want her to give up that fire to somebody else. That's why he burned some shit. Stop being like that. It was good when y'all had it. Somebody else gonna reap the benefit and the cons. They're gonna reap the pros and the cons. And it hurts. It hurts your pride a little bit, but you did have it. Now go. Get your shit and go. You've been growing that hair. You've never cut it. Your mama said, "I'll never cut your hair." And you've been growing this since a baby, and she went, shh, shh. All right. Okay. Let's move on. Manny Pacquiao. When I first saw that, now I see what she's doing. I thought she was saying he had a small wee-wee. She's saying money. Right? She's saying money. Like easy money or something. Because at first, I thought she was just like this here. I was like, and then he laughed and looked away, and I was just like, what? No, it's a, okay. Okay. It's a love sign. Oh, it's a love. Oh, okay. Let me look at it again.
I see it. I get it. Good. All right. I needed to know. Good. Let me see. That's a love sign in a different language. Okay. It's a small heart. Okay. I got you. All right. But I want to show you this, though. When you get old, you can look good for a good 5 seconds. But what happens is your body can't keep it up. Pause. It happened to me on the dance floor last week. When I first stepped, I was like, man, hold on, brother. By the bridge, I was getting worse and worse. Look at, yep, Look at towards the end of the combination. See what I'm saying? Shit got real at the end. All right. But I'm gonna be rooting for Pacquiao like nobody's business. I'm gonna be rooting for Pacquiao for nobody's business, like nobody's business, bro. Let me see, Biz. You got get your stretches in before you get on. I know, bruh. I'm gonna be here, screaming. I hope Pacquiao whoop his ass. At the same time, I don't. Because Pacquiao will mess around and beat Barrios and start looking at Brian Norman and shit. And I'm telling you, I'm not watching the fight. Mr. 6 weeks, I can't do it. Oh, somebody else said it's a heart and hit me up. Okay, cool. Listen, Mr. 6 weeks, I can't do it. Stop the cat, Biz. I don't know what that means. Oh, that I'm not watching it. I'm not watching that. You know I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Next on ESPN, Brian Norman Bates, Mr. 6 weeks, versus Manny Pacquiao, and it ain't happening. Right then and there, I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about something else. In the Philippines, I'm talking about something else. Okay. Check this out.
I think 200 pounds is the perfect weight for me, but making it is definitely, it gets more and more challenging, I think, as you get older for some reason. And just like gaining more muscle, right? I went from Disney Channel not working out, weighing like 185 pounds. And then I work out every single day for 6 years straight and gained like 35 pounds.
That is for everybody who said, hey, Tank won't be fighting a heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight. I'm just like, I just saw him versus Mike Tyson. Biz, he ain't really a heavyweight. That brother can't make 200. Brother, if Tank were to fight Jake, he's fighting a heavyweight, bro. That's a black Disneyland boxer. Understood. But I want you to check this out, which is very interesting. A guy named Whammy put this up. The Jake Paul's first 13 pro fights and Canelo's first 13 pro fights. Look. I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. You name it. See, listen to me. I have always said what Jake Paul is doing is pretty phenomenal. Wait, why hasn't he fought a real fighter? Look at anybody's first 13. Actually, Jake Paul is accelerated. See, he's in a bad spot. He doesn't even have an amateur background. Canelo did. Canelo, extensive amateur background, and then look at his 13th fight. Jake Paul from Disney, and look at his 13th fight. Bruh, that is really phenomenal if you think about it. And he only fighting UFC guys. Brother, he's from Disney with no amateur background. I'm surprised his 13th fight isn't just another YouTuber. There's no reason holy shit. Canelo was 16-year-old when he fought. HLD, I don't give a damn if Canelo was 12. My thing is, people have to understand, when you have no amateur background, and do you understand? Listen, this is why Rolly is the GOAT. Rolly, what he has done is literally ridiculous. Literally. Brother he ain't laced up one damn glove and beat Ryan Garcia by decision, 3-time world champion. What? Just not a fair comparison. But Jake Paul is on you can't get. Number one, was Canelo really 16? He was probably 17. But number two, Jake Paul, I don't give a damn if you're 30. Jake Paul has no amateur back to be in the ring with Anderson Silva when he did. Fury, damn, Tyron Woodley twice. It just was an unfair thing. Let's see him in a real fight. After Nate Robinson? HLD, I know we all hate Jake Paul, but to be real, that's some phenomenal shit. Canelo turned pro at 15 years. Okay, fine. Wilfred Benitez was a champion, a world champion at 16. Fine. They're fantastic fighters with an amateur background. What I'm saying is, what Jake Paul did is that is crazy. That's all, HLD. That's all. That was just to put things in perspective. That by your 5th, 6th, 10th, 13th, you should not be shutting down Netflix. You shouldn't even be able to get a fight with Mike Tyson. This is really something else. This is something else. He almost had a fight with Canelo. You don't put a kid with no amateur background coming from the Disney Channel as an adult. Let me pick up boxing and have a fight with Canelo at any time. Agree. Yeah, brother. That's all. I'm just saying that is phenomenal, bro. It is phenomenal. It is what it is. Don't like him. He sucked. Can't fight. Say what you want. That dude is out there. He's out there. The rest of us sitting right here. Jake Paul crazy. And let me tell you something else. I'm going to tell you something because I'm calling the fight. But let me tell you something else. I said it before. And I'm going to say it again. The guy messed around and has gotten good. I saw him in person live, and I'm looking at him when I was working with MVP, when we collabed for that Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. I sat right there, and Coach Larry Wade was looking at me and was like, "Told you," because he saw my face. I was like, he knew that I knew the difference, the fluidity in the jab and the footwork and everything. He knew that I could see it. I looked at him and he was like, "Told you, we've been working." I looked at his team and I'm like, he got the who's who. He got the who's who. He has Juneteenth trainers. Silva, in my mind, is the greatest professional fighter of all time. Yep. Even as 50-year-old man, he still come. Silva will whoop my ass. And I'm look at his trainers. His look at his trainer. Y'all think it's funny. Look at his trainers, bro. Look at his trainers. His trainers got more melanin combined, brother. brother. His team is the What's Going On Marvin Gaye album. His team got more soul than Shang Tsung. His team is only the fist part of the Afro pick. And when I saw Jake Paul in person, I said, hey, Larry Wade was like, told you. I was like, let me see. Jake also messed around and put women's box on the mat. Yep. Without him, we wouldn't have seen Serrano Taylor greatest fight. Yep. A lot of us have seen. Yep. And it's about to be a main card. Listen. Hey. What's the name of League of Shadows? It's our destiny. Like, dog, he's Bane. League of Shadows. Hey, listen. listen. The whole women's boxing thing with MVP, Claressa Shields is pulling the Tank Davis. She's like, yeah, I ain't gotta. No, go ahead. That's the move. That's the wave. Go ahead. Jake MVP is the Turki al-Sheikh of women's boxing. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. She's like, we ain't got no bitch. I can say, no. Go over there. Go over there, Claressa. Get busy. Because the train, and you're like, yo, I can sit here and say, no. Get them fights on. ShowBizz, husband, new boxing network. Love you, boy. More melanin than Bo Mac. He got enough to go around. Yeah, he got more melanin. Brother. That brother is like, his team has more melanin than Wesley Snipes' armpit. Let me see. He got the Black Coalition behind. I'm telling you, he got Black Murderers Row sitting right there. And I saw that brother shooting a jab like, sa. I swear he looked like Apollo Creed. Sa. I'm like, okay, hold on. Oh, what? And Larry was like, Watch this weekend. All right, everybody, thanks for showing up for the Facts Friday. Tomorrow will be called the Fights. Of course, it's fight night tomorrow. I need to know what that scratchy shit was. Whoever it was is a gangster. I don't know what that was. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys show up. Everybody hit the like before you leave. ShowBizz, little dope. I'm out. Boy, gonna stop Canelo.